it feel to wake up, fucked up. Pocket ecstasy at all events bent. Gets in holsters, girl blues. I'm going back to Cali.
With the date of Biggie's upcoming album approaching, Biggie goes to Los Angeles, where he presents an award at the Soul Train Music Awards. The after-party, hosted by Vibe magazine, is at the Peterson Automotive Museum. Wallace and Sean Puffy Combs stay there until the party is shut down by the fire department.
I live out there, so don't go there. But that don't mean a nigga can't rest in the West. See some nice breasts in the West. Smoke some nice sex in the West. Y'all niggas is the mess, thinking I won't stop. Nigga LA crap. All I got is beef with those that violate me.
A black Chevrolet Impala is seen parked outside of the awards, but its presence is ignored. The first Suburban is driving Puffy and 3 bodyguards, the second, Notorious B.I.G. and members of the Junior Mafia.
Spend about a week on Venice Beach, sipping Cristo with some freaks from Frisco. I'm going back to Cali. I'm going back to Cali.
As the Suburban carrying Puffy runs the yellow light, Biggie's comes to a stop. It is at the corner of Wilkeshire Boulevard and Fairfax. At approximately 12:45, a man in a blue suit, believed to be associated with the Fruits of Islam, pulls up next to Biggie. He is in a black Chevrolet Impala. The first Suburban turns around after hearing the shots and parks directly in front of Biggie's vehicle.
Biggie was murdered on March the 9th, 97, 6 months after Tupac. He was leaving the Vibe party at the Peterson Motor Museum in Los Angeles. It was a well-orchestrated hit.
You got to ask yourself one question. Why haven't these cases been solved? And one reason that they were well orchestrated, well planned out, radios being used, communication, and it had to be experienced people doing this.
Here was Little C's, the main witness to the murder.
How are you?
How you doing? You all right?
I'm all right.
Hey, how you doing?
See what he does the first thing he came with?
Huh? Had to go just, speak to my boy real fast. How you doing, yo?
I'm doing okay.
You all right?
That's the urn. So every time he comes in, you gotta go over there and touch it.
Big.
Yeah. So that's Christopher's little heart of everybody that, he was associated and affiliated with. He meant a lot to my son, and those were my son's words.
I asked Little C's where he was sitting in the car with Biggie.
Yeah, I was right behind him. He was in the passenger seat, and I was right behind him in the back seat. I was right there. Yeah.
And what did you see?
I just seen the car just roll up and just start shooting in there. One dude in the car by himself. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting outside the window. I was looking out the window, and the car just rolled up, stopped right there on the angle of us, and started shooting in the car. He only shot through big door. No, this was something that whoever did it, they had to see all that, and they had to plan it, because it happened too good, and it was police out there. They shut the party down from a fire drill, so it was police there.
These are FBI photos. The amazing thing is that Biggie and Puffy were under surveillance at the time of the murder.
After the Biggie death, I had spoke to a couple of police, and I saw a couple of pictures that they had when they was watching us. They were showing me pictures of me, asking me who is that? I'm telling them that's me. They asked me, who is that? That's Biggie's best friend, D-Rock. That's him.
So they were showing you?
No, they were showing us pictures when they was followers and this and that. And they were showing old pictures that, that was in this house, that the police had in L.A. So, I was thinking like, God damn, something real fishy is going on.
If FBI was following my son, where were they that night my son was shot? And why is it, if they weren't there, why is it that moment, that night, they were taken off? Those are questions that needed to be looked into. Those are investigations that need to be looked into.
Valletta put us in touch with Biggie's bodyguard. Valletta said he had a strange encounter when he was standing with Puffy just before Biggie got shot.
P called me that morning. He said, a guy in the Nation of Islam shot Big. And I said, yo, dog, he had the blue suit, blue bow tie, white shirt, peanut head, receding hairline, brown skin. He was like, yeah, dog, how you know? I said, a nigga came up to me first. I said, he came to us first. He walked up to Puff van, and I got him off. And he was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, yeah, straight up, for real. He came up there first.
I showed Gene the police composites of the hitman.
So do you recognize any of these pictures here?
This is the individual that...
That one?
This one right here.
That one?
Yeah, that's the one Lucy's did for the police. That's him right there.
That's him?
Yeah.
That's him?
That's the guy that came up to me.
That guy?
Wait, do it again.
That guy right there.
That's him?
Yeah.
Were you ever shown his picture before? That's definitely him, though.
Yep.
Wow. That's Harry Billups, isn't it?
That's who?
He's called Harry Billups. Amir Mohammed, right?
Russell suspected police officer David Mack for orchestrating and organizing the hit using scanners and radios that were later found in his house. Officer Rafael Perez, Officer Mack's former partner and best friend, who was convicted for the sale of drugs, racketeering, and falsifying evidence. Russell also suspected Harry Billups, a.k.a. Amir Mohammed, as a possible hitman.
You had a witness in Biggie's entourage who identified David Mack as being at the Peterson Museum. The car used in the case was a black SS Chevy Impala, and David Mack owned one of those.
I wouldn't be talking to you if it wasn't for Miss Wallace. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If she wasn't pouring on hard crying, I wouldn't be saying jack shit to you. You understand? I think, yeah, some of the other people in the whole crew should have came forward. Yeah, I believe that. You understand? Because I believe Big is turning over in his grave because people ain't coming to the forefront for his mother. They knew he loved his mother. He cared for his mother, whatever like that. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody do. And I just believe that maybe some people should have came forward, and then maybe people just want to just say, listen here, I'm going to leave this shit alone. You know, that's their own choice. I'm going to eat, man. You know what I'm saying?
I think this is another example of how incomplete the investigation is and how they have tried everything or done everything to avoid the truth in the matter. And I still, in my heart, believe that these types of clues and these types of statements made by witnesses need to be thoroughly followed up on. And I honestly believe that the players that we're talking about, David Mack and Amir Mohammed, are somehow involved in this case. And the department, time and time again, has avoided the truth. And when you add everything up, what other reason could there be? The reason being is because they do not want to expose to the public that Los Angeles police officers were involved in the conspiracy to kill Biggie Smalls.
The most amazing thing in this whole story is that Officer David Mack and Officer Rafael Perez have never been questioned in connection with the Biggie Smalls murder. Neither has Harry Billups, a.k.a. Amir Mohammed, who we tried to contact through his lawyer. If nothing else, their names should be cleared.
I believed in the protect and serving the people. I really did. But on the inside, behind closed doors, that it wasn't the case. When it came to cops being investigated, we weren't serving the public the way we should have served the public.